Stop. Do not pay another medical bill until you watch this video because chances are you're probably being overcharged. Let's hop right in. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jazzy Mac. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button because I will also be making a follow-up video about how you can get your medical debt wiped completely from your credit report. So, as far as medical billing, many of you are being overcharged and you don't even know it. Let me share a quick story with you. And this is a story that resonates with a lot of people, and the CFPB wants to do something about it. So when I went into the hospital for a very standard outpatient procedure, it only lasted like 30 minutes. I ended up getting a bill in the mail for like $3,000 after my insurance paid out. And what was crazy is when I asked for an itemized copy of the billing charges, they had things on there that were really weird, like aspirin. They were charging me $4 per pill. And guess what? They charged me for the entire bottle. There were 100 pills in that bottle. So imagine being charged $400 for a bottle of aspirin that you didn't even ask for and that you couldn't even take home because, oh yeah, that's right, they don't let you take the medicine home. Like, that's crazy, but it happens all the time. And this is why you should never just blindly pay a medical bill because chances are this happens to you. And there was a study that came out that revealed up to 49% of medical billing records have errors. There could be errors with the billing code that is used. There could be errors with them documenting the procedure that was done or even the doctor that did it. Did you know that you can challenge your medical bill? It doesn't have to be anything like crazy. You can simply say, hey, I don't recall this being a correct balance based on what I was quoted originally for this procedure. I like to challenge it and I'd like for you to provide a full itemized copy of every single thing that I had done. It is absolutely crazy that this is happening, but one of the ways that you can also fight this, if you don't want to go through the trouble of reading through an itemized bill, is you can contact a medical billing advocate. Now, what a medical billing advocate does is they're highly trained people that usually work in conjunction with consumers and sometimes businesses to basically take a fine-tooth comb to go through every single charge and to make sure that it's basically validated to say this is a legitimate charge. And if it's not, here's why, and this is why you owe the person a refund. So anytime you find yourself even if you don't have medical insurance, that doesn't give the hospital the right to just like overcharge you or to like pad your bill, so to speak. So you want to make sure that you're not just trusting what the billing department is sending you. And trust me, they can give you that information if you ask for it, but they're not going to voluntarily give it to you. Like, you absolutely have to ask for it. You can do it in writing or you can do it over the phone, but the point is that you just need to ask for it. So another crazy thing is that sometimes these billing codes will list out something like mucus recovery system, and that'll be like, you'll say, oh, well, I went to the doctor because I had an asthma attack. And you would assume that the mucus recovery system is something related to that. Well, I just want you to know that that is code for a box of Kleenex. So imagine seeing a $27 charge for a mucus recovery system that is really just a box of Kleenex. Imagine being in your room waiting for the doctor, and when they come in, you say, oh, could I just borrow a pair of your gloves? I just need like 2 gloves so that I can get something off of my shirt. And they hand you the box and then charge you $53 for it. Yes, you can be charged $53 for a box of gloves that you didn't even fully use or take home. There are seriously all sorts of erroneous charges that you can see when you do an itemized bill. And that's why you should get in the habit of, there's a few things that you want to do to avoid this. You want to make sure before you get your procedure done, you have an explanation of your benefits, meaning that you call your insurance company or even your Medicaid company, whoever, you call them to say, hey, what will you all cover? Is this procedure covered? And if it's not covered, then that's something that you can discuss with the provider as far as any discounts that they may offer or any type of cash payment incentives that they may offer. So that's always the first thing. The second thing that you want to do is make sure that you have an upfront estimate of how much it's going to cost. Don't wait for them to say, oh, we'll just send you a bill and then we'll tell you later how much you owe. No, you can ask for that before you get the procedure. Once you understand your benefits, you can say, hey, this is what my insurance is going to pay. Now, how much are you going to charge me? Is my deductible going to be affected? Will I have to still pay a copay? Is there a co-insurance? What am I paying? I need an estimate. And then lastly, what you also want to do, of course, once you get those charges is you don't want to just immediately pay. You want to say, before I pay, I'd like an additional 30 days to review my charges in the form of itemized billing charges so that I fully understand what I'm paying. And this is not something that they can deny you. The hospital cannot deny you itemized billing. Your medical provider, your doctor, no one can deny you medical itemized billing. It is your consumer right. So if you've ever been in like a car accident, like has that ever happened to you? Like just where maybe you were in a car accident, you were there for, you went to the hospital for like an hour just to get checked out. You walked out of there fine. And then there's like a $10,000 bill and you're like, what? Like seriously, that happens all the time. And it's called patient balance billing. And it's actually illegal in some states to just bill consumers like these enormous charges. And it's crazy because like, of course, they're not going to tell you that they're like illegally billing you, depending on the state that you're in. But that's the purpose of you understanding that you can challenge all of that. Like if I just went in for a broken arm, why is my bill $10,000? Like seriously, I could have bandaged myself up and put myself in like a shirt sling or something before I paid $10,000 for like breaking my arm. Like that's just absolutely ridiculous. So I hope you found that video this video I hope was helpful for you. Of course, we have another video that's going to talk about how to wipe medical debt from your credit report. Medical debt is the #1 killer of credit scores. If you have a perfect credit score and you get a medical collection, it can knock your score down over 120 points. So trust me when I say I'm about to expose all of their secrets because this is not fair to the consumers. This is not fair to good, hardworking American people like yourselves. So it has been a pleasure speaking with all of you. I hope that you stay safe. I hope that you stay warm, depending on where in the world you are. It's cold where I am. And I hope that you will join me for the next cycle of Perfect Credit Recipe. We sold out last time. Now we do have a wait list. It's going to be invitation only, and you will have live access to me for 6 weeks to assist you with any sort of credit situations. We do live group coaching. There's also a digital course that accompanies it that gives you literally step by step for any situation that you may find yourself in on how to dispute late payments, how to get collections and charge-offs removed. It is a wonderful course, and there is a credit clapback system. There's a legal library. Like there is a ton of stuff that you do not want to miss out on. So until the next time, I will see you all later. It's been a pleasure. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Bye.